Welcome everybody to Welcome into Unshackled, baby, the event wrap up. Well, we have almost a full crew here tonight. I just posted a link out for everybody. Before we really get started, I'd like to have a moment of silence for everybody that's in Manchester. What happened over there the other night was some seriously fucked up shit. And to all my peoples out there who live in that part of the world, this is for you guys. All right. Well, going back to the panel, we have got Blunt Burner. We have David the Douche. We have Dutch. We have John. I don't know what his game name is. We got Lady Warrior. We got TJ. Got the one and only Venom. And of course, yours truly, Shadow Killer. Well, I guess we have a lot of shit to talk about tonight. We have the event wrap up. We've got all kinds of updates yet again. So much for slowing content down. Uh, I mean, wow. We got so much shit to talk about. This is crazy. This is crazy. It just pisses me off. All right, we're gonna jump on the event first, real quick, um, and then we'll go from there. We'll start at the end with Blunt. What you think about the event?
To me, it wasn't really challenging. Just miss how spam the living crap out of it. So it kind of made it boring. The fact that the prizes that we actually got were quite slow and quite frankly didn't really offer much in the way of help if you didn't hold 35k worth of force. So people up to like the mid levels probably wouldn't be able to use the gear, so it's kind of just mainly for the highs for an easy run. Unless unless you had dedicated clan members to help you out, obviously. I'd probably give it a 7 or 8.
All right, David.
Um, the event itself, I mean, easy in a sense. You just had to have the right units and all. But the grinding of doing them was a pain in the ass. I'll give it a 7.5, honestly, just because of the grind. Lower levels that got help where they could. Personally, I'm tired of the grinding. So tired of the grinding. I when these events came out with the way it is now, people bitch complained. They bitch complained about the A, B, and C tiers. Bring those back, add the faction into it, and I think you'll have a nice event.
All right. Well, we're gonna. I want to ask Dutch because he is a special case here. Dutch, did you even do the event?
No. The
What?
only thing that I did was two of those bases. Mm, 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 mm.
Omega
Oh
Chug
damn!
bases.
Yeah, the Omega bases. I did two of them, and for the rest, I did nothing.
All
Um,
right. My
but
question is
I
why?
my question is why. Your question is why because they kind of screw me over, and that kind of take away my pleasure or my yeah. I just don't feel like doing it because they are lying to my face. They're screwing me over in my face, and that's why I didn't want to do it. But I have been following the pages, and I have been taking chatting with my buddies, and well, for the most of them, they liked it. It was doable. It was good to do, and yeah, my buddies they were giving it like a 7, 7, 8.
All right.
It was good doable, but for me, why didn't I do it? Because because all those lies, and then I think, why would I do it for them if they are lying to my face? You know.
Okay. John, I don't think you have a mic, do you? So we will skip. We'll skip John for a moment and go straight to Lady Warrior.
I give it a 7. I mean, it was okay. I have to say the 120 base was hard for me, impossible for me actually. But other than that, the rest of them were pretty much just like last event. So remembering what I did last event made this event, all of that easier. Low levels had no chance though. I mean, some of that stuff that just, I don't see how they would have had the units to do it. And I think it kind of sucks for them, because if you're getting new people coming in, you need to give them a few tools. I mean, not free stuff. Don't give them to, after we've worked so hard for it, don't give them for free, but give them a way to be able to actually do the event. For me, it wasn't, other than the 120, the rest of it was easy. Just PKs and more PKs and more PKs.
All right. TJ.
Well, I didn't. I kind of did the event like meh. It wasn't really that hard, but it wasn't really that interesting, which kind of bothered me because it was just like a regular old event. I got 4 seekers and a couple of and I got 11 of the new air, and pretty cool so far. Pretty cool, but so far I don't have nothing good to say about the event other than it was pretty boring and pretty lame.
All right, Venom.
I give it a 7. I will reiterate what David said. It's a grind, but you'll never make anybody happy. Like he said, if you can bring back the ABC block set up. I think the best of both worlds would be to separate the defense, separate the attack, and then give us the master. I also fall into Dutch's category. They screwed me over big time. So during the event, I had a lot of issues, and I had to deal with them. But I got through the event. But I really just focused on the Omega Jug parts myself. So I was lucky enough to squeak through and collect my Omega Juggernaut. But 7 out of 10, just because I kind of like the interesting bomb bases. Other than that, the event is just cookie cutter and boring and grinding and yeah.
Boring. Come on.
I guess it's my turn. Well, me, I give it a 7. I did, I think 2 or 3 playthroughs. I didn't do much. I got 5 Seekers. I got 8 of the new Valiants. Got the trophy, and I've got the thing for the Juggernaut. I didn't have to hit none of the Juggernaut bases because, well, I already got the Omega Juggernaut. So I didn't have to hit none of them, thank God. But I'll be straight. I was bored, fucking stupid. All I did was spam it with PKs, except for the 2 cave bases. I spammed the living shit out of this event. I didn't lose dick. I took almost no damage through the whole event. So, I mean, it was just, I don't know. I'll be honest, supposed to be slowing the content down, but we got 2 new units now, another 2 units. I have yet to even work on the last event's units. More or less this one, that ground unit, what the hell is it called? The one with the little man that come out. The Phalanx. My Phalanx is still level 1. I gotta work on I'm working on my Juggernaut. Those are 7 and 10 day upgrade times. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't even get no fire links last event purely because I've still got plenty of stuff to upgrade.
yeah, I mean you can't catch. It's to the point now you can't catch up at all. Now they give us new buildings all to upgrade. We got all new upgrades. And we're supposed to, the way they make it sound in the forums, you're supposed to be fucking happy, like they're giving us a goddamn fucking gift. Here you guys go, more time. I have yet to work my fucking my platforms my heavy platforms are still level 4. I'm a 46.
I've got level 1. In fact, I have one heavy platform floater that's actually a 3. I think the rest of them are all single. The only thing out of all of this that was a blessing is no longer are you supposedly going to reload your Blitz and Blood or Overwatches, etc.
Yeah, they forgot one though. The missile silo.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I mean, my platforms, my platforms, I still got some that are level 8, level 9. I mean, they're not even level 10. My heavy platforms, level 4.
Mine are threes.
I can't even upgrade anything yet because I have to. You guys know to upgrade it, you got to max out your defense lab. That's a 7-day upgrade when you get right. Like right now, I still got 5 days, 19 hours to get it to level 18. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't see how any of us is supposed to be happy about all these new upgrades. This is ridiculous, and this is why people are leaving the game.
Yep.
I'll be honest, guys. I did the event for one day, and that was Saturday. The event show was the last time I did the event. I didn't even log into game until today, 2 hours ago.
This has become Carrot Commander. It's just a carrot on a stick, and we're the jackasses toting the friggin' lumber out of the woods.
Yeah, but it's just too much. I mean, just like Shadow said, finished upgrading the stuff from his last event, but now you have 2 new units to upgrade for the next event.
And you've got your Shadow Ops when we get our War Pig that we're going to have to deal with that, learning it, upgrading it.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It is straight out over the top. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hunt down the video because there's a Battle Vortex video when Wrong Thinker was on, when he promised us the reduction in slowdown in units and building upgrades. I'm gonna hunt that down, and we're gonna call him out on that. Once I find it, I'll have somebody post it up on the forums and see what the fuck he's got to say about it. Because he promised.
To my down left and the big spider there. God damn.
I mean, straight out, he promised us a reduction.
When he was telling that, he knew that the splitting was gonna happen. What we got now, and that means they bring out more units, so we had to go more and more and more and more and more. So he knew. They knew all the time. So
even with the split of the aircraft in the tech center from the ground and air.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that split. I mean the split in what we got now. The differences between the Sentinel, the faction split up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we got some heavy units. So they knew they had to come with more heavy units. So the heavy units were split into all the faction alliances. So not only one faction had the strongest unit. So they knew when they were telling us we were slowing down. They knew that the faction split was coming up, and that they had to double up all the units. So the strongest unit will be equal divided into the faction, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but if they're giving us 10-day upgrades, 7-day upgrades, like for the Juggernaut, it's a 7-day upgrade per level when you hit elite.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, them giving us these units are a waste. I got 3 units that are level 1 that I will not stop my Juggernaut for these units. I haven't been able to max out the only unit I've gotten to max out is my infantry units, the Spartan. I got the max hit out because there's nothing in my in my infantry academy, so I was able to upgrade all those. But that's it. It's taking so long to upgrade this, and once I know once my Juggernaut hits Omega, it's a 10-day upgrade. 10 days
Per level.
Yeah, but I'm not agreed with it either. I'm not agree with it either.
I'm sorry, but
I mean that kind of upgrade time scares people away.
it's scary. Hey, I'm done. I'll be
You
honest.
won't-
That's 90 days just to
If
get
you
it to max.
are if you are running a game and you wanna bring people to you, players to you, you want to bring them to you, not scare them away.
Hold
And
on,
if
guys.
they
YouTube is fucking up.
and if new people coming in and they hearing about they're reading the chat and people they reading about 10 days upgrades here, 14 upgrades days there, 21 upgrades there, they would think, what the heck, I'm out of here, you know. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
only and that's only a couple buildings upgrades. That's not even including PvP. You want to draw them. You want to make it interesting. If they're hearing out 21 days upgrading for just one level of an defense lab, they think, "Hehe,
oh
you must be kidding me. I'm out of here."
yeah,
You know?
it the upgrade times are beyond insane anymore. I just don't.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get. YouTube is fucking up. It's not catching. They're lagging.
Yeah, I'm jumping back and forth witnessing them.
Yeah,
There's nothing I can do, guys. I'm running a landline. I've got great internet, so it's not me. It's YouTube.
Yeah,
it's not us.
It's YouTube.
Browser.
I have nothing. I don't have my game up. I got nothing up but YouTube and Hangout, so it's not us.
No.
I don't know what to tell you. We're just gonna keep running, and I guess you guys will have to watch it.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and pass this. I gotta take them to work. So we're gonna. Before I jump, off here, I got something to say. David puts a lot of work into saying this, doing this for me. Okay, guys, and you guys need to give him a little bit of slack. He does this shit just because I ask him to. He doesn't have to do this. All right, so a little bit of appreciation would go a long way, guys. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes. Go ahead, David.
All right, so let's start off with the general changes and fixes. Updates. Your Shadow Ops Onslaught number 12, Operation Jackknife, level 20, 45, and 70 bases have been updated. New components have been added to the Shadow Ops Arms Cache. Whoopee frickin' do. So now we got to figure out another base. Wow. Anyway, Onslaught number 17. Your Onslaught will return twice. Please refer reference listed below for each Onslaught time frame. Onslaught 17.1 availability window. Thursday, May 25th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Through Thursday, 5:30, May 30th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You got 2 days to do this crap.
Woohoo!
Whoopee frickin' do. Then you got Onslaught 17.2.
Well, that's in June.
June 5th, same time. Through Saturdays, June 10th, same time, 2-day window. Fuck you all out there in YouTube. You're gonna listen and like it. All right. This is the big one. Updates and improvements. Defense turrets and platforms. The heavy turrets can now be upgraded to level 15. What the fuck are you guys thinking? Your rail launcher, your Hunter missiles, your flak cannon, and your Overwatches gain 5 more levels. All right, command center turrets can now be upgraded to level 17. Your Storm, your Flood gain 5 levels.
Yeah.
Your standard defense platforms gain can now be upgraded to level 15. Your command center and heavy turret ammunition no longer need to be filled. These turrets have functionality standard turrets have. So in other words, guess what, guys? You don't have to hit the refill button anymore. Why? Because they probably fucking broke it when they did these upgrades.
Precisely. It's been an issue where so many people could not refill their turrets. They during this event, my CC turret, I couldn't even click on my command center to check and see if I could load my flood. I couldn't do anything.
All right. Yep.
So their answer is fuck it. We broke it.
Yep.
Just give it to them.
Yep. Basically, that's it. Anyway, back to this crap. Updated Liberator bases. These bases will only spawn on the world map on the following dates: May 29th, 30th, and 31st, and June 1st. The following items can be earned from destroying these bases. Are based off chance. No, they're fucking not. Quit lying. You'll get 4 Liberators on your first victory. Guaranteed. Only 4 Liberators can be earned each week. 3 components for each victory after the first attack where Liberators are earned. Your anti-armor, your C4, your assault armor, your engagement armor, endurance training, and target practice. Big deal. They're a dying breed now. Acolyte bases. May 29th, 30th, 31st, and June 1st. Of course, the following can be earned from each of these are based off chance. Another lie. But you will get 1 acolyte on your first victory. Earned each base. 3 components will be earned after the first acolyte. Magnus Rail, your Magnus Rail, Dense Chainmail, Diffusion Chainmail, Rushdown, and Zealotry. Update to Spartan ZK bases. These bases only spawn on the world map on the same freaking dates. So not only are you going to have a Liberator base, an Acolyte base, you're going to have a Spartan base. You'll get 1 Spartan guaranteed after your first victory. Then you'll get the 3 components. Heavy impact armor, anti-personnel round, flak round. What the fuck is that? And covert action component. Whoopee. Ooh, here you go, guys.
The only good component's covert.
Yeah, covert. Yeah, I got that one. Covert action. Okay. Hello, guys. If they don't put the Hunter missile in there, Herald. You got it. Now back to the Elite Phantom bases. These will only spawn on May 29th, 30th, June 5th, June 6th, the 12th, and the 13th. The following items can be earned from destroying the base. All items are based off chance. Yeah, right. Guaranteed on first victory. So if you guys don't have the Phantom, this is your chance to get it. Free. All you got to do is kill 1 base. Then after that, you get Elite Phantom parts. Are a guaranteed drop after the Phantom has been unlocked until all 80 parts have been earned. After the 8 elite Phantom parts have been earned, only Phantom components can be earned. Enhanced turbines, neutron bombs, targeting visor, nimbus flares, or whoopee, dude, are they freaking kidding me? 500 medals? Yeah. All right, update. Omega Phantom bases. These will only spawn on the world map for the following dates: May 31st, June 1st, 7th, 8th, and 14th. Items can be earned from destroying these bases. All items are based off chance. No, they're not. You know you're going to get the tech first before you get any freaking thing else. But you'll get the Omega Spectacle Flare. That sounds like testicle. Omega Advanced Turbines, Omega Proton Bombs, Targeting Visor, Deflection Plating, and Omega Phantom Parts. 7, 5, 3, and 1. And the fallback 18 million Thor. An update to the unique Viper X base. This base will only spawn 1 day, the 30th. You get a chance to win the Viper X and all its tech and skins. You can also earn the Elite Viper. Who needs that unit anymore? All right, here's your improvements. We've made some back-end improvements to the faction stability, which may resolve the issue with some players not seeing their faction icon on the sector map. King deal. Hey, wait a second. There's one thing missing. Where's all the freaking fixes? No fixes. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. And all those people complaining on YouTube. Bite my shiny middle ass.
Is it really shiny?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I got a metal plated ass.
You want to be nicknamed Bender?
Yep, there you go. Freaking David the douche.
Bend over, David the douche.
Yeah. Yep. There you go, gents. There's your freaking update. All right. So what else do we got? Hang on. Let's go to the next screen. Okay, we already just went through all this fucking shit. So what's the point? All right. Next. Operation Jackknife Shadow Ops campaign. Ooh. Okay, this was edited to 26. You all know this crap. Let's see here. We'll scroll down to the bottom. Freaking update. This was today. Mission details updates. The Shadow Ops Jackknife campaign part 2 will have 3 phases lasting up to 72 hours. During this time, targets must be 54 points to earn your prizes. Hey, phase 4 slots are 10 a.m. Pacific time through the 26th. On the 26th is the start date. Then, of course, you got phase 5, the 2nd. Phase 6, June 9th. And phase 7, 23rd. Must have an event somewhere in between. Part will can be earned from each phase. Additional parts cannot be earned from replay. Guaranteed unlimited elite Warwick parts per week as the drop.
Your sound is really low, and it's a lot of static on my end.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was him or if it was
Okay, is this freaking better?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. The war rig parts can be earned by each of the phases. Additional parts cannot be earned from. Okay, I don't get this one. Players can get unlimited elite war rig parts per week as the drop from the Veng boss bases. Okay.
Oh.
Freaking released yet, and they're already putting out elite parts.
Yeah. Well, Soloco's putting out a post about elite parts.
Yeah. What the hell? Anyway, the new unique Shadow Ops bases, the Veng boss fight spawns on Sundays. The first one is June 4th. Our space arm cache can be attacked without Shadow Ops active to earn the boss arms cache. Awards 8,000 points. So guys, if you're gonna hit these damn boss bases, make sure you open your Shadow Ops. So I don't know where all that static just went to, but whoever just got muted or booted, that was them.
That was Lady Warrior. Let's bubble her.
Yeah, go bubble her. Anyway. Attacked without Shadow Ops, yada yada. Okay, here we go. Points do not roll over into repeats. Players will only receive a maximum amount of points earnable through each through play. Excessive points will be lost, yada yada yada. Players can earn elite war rig parts as a drop from this base. 40 war rig elite parts are needed for the elite war rig level upgrade path. Players will earn. Oh, you gotta be frickin' kidding me.
Unlimited.
What the hell? 111111111. Fuck you. Come on. All right. New tech armor components unlocked from Shadow Ops unit. Valiant armor. Reduced damage from turrets by 10%. This is the heavy plating armor component. Thick plated armor component unlocked from Shadow Ops cache. Valiant armor. Reduces damage from bunkers and infantry by 10%. Oh, good God. Only 10%. Lightweight rotor component. Of course, another Valiant. Increases movement speed by 15%. Silent rotor component. Valiant again. Reduces damage from ground by 20%. Okay, Blitz training component. Unit takes 70% reduced damage from all sources for 5 seconds after taking damage for the first time in combat. Okay. Might be useful. Long range accuracy component. Gives you 25% range, or plus 25 range. Big deal. There's your update notes. Your shadow up notes. So, what's the thoughts, guys?
I love how you can get more parts per week from the boss bases, which kind of cool. I hate the fact that you can get like 3, 2, and then 1. It means you have to do like what 80 just to get the elite.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I had to do with the Omega. I got 7, 3, or 7, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Oh God.
Yeah, Omega Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Oh, I had that with the elite Juggernaut. After a while, you just get 1.
Well, the worst thing was the last today. Today I started the day 3 parts short, and I was literally sweating bullets last night when I logged off that I'd wake up in time and get back on to catch another drop. I was hoping that the sector didn't just say screw it on the last day and go into like repair mode and fighting and fucking around mode, and then they wouldn't drop the sector bar. So, well, this morning I was just bum rushing bases for no reason just to get the bar going.
So
I'll be honest
you won't
with
get
you
it.
guys.
I got
didn't
it.
do the
That's all that matters to me.
I'll wait for them to come back out.
Yeah, well.
I still got too much shit to frickin' upgrade, just like
Mhm.
everybody else does. We kind of muted you because the stat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys,
your audio gain is really high and you're picking up like background air.
That's pretty much it. We're done. Goodbye.
No. We still have
We gotta wait for Shadow to come back, and that's pretty much it.
we've got plenty
all in all-
still to vent on.
All in all, Kixeye is broken shit again for it. They said no more thorium is needed for these things.
remember the time when thorium was a rare resource?
Oh,
Remember-
I do.
Can you remember when thorium was actually used for what thorium was intended to be used for?
5-second upgrades.
5-second
Yep.
upgrade.
That's right.
Now, hang on. We got 2-second builds with thorium. Okay,
I get it.
I'll give Kixeye that. I'll give Kixeye that.
Oh, yeah.
They've given us reduced build times. Now, with everything requiring Thor, Kixeye, you know what the next upgrade is going to be? Your Thor vaults. You're going to get more Thor vaults.
Again,
Or
this
something
goes
along
back
the
to the
Just to compensate, we're going to have 350 million Thor.
Yeah.
Something soon.
why it's going to be a
by
billion
the
for
way, for those that are thinking what the next going to be, think about it. We had the last event was corpse, correct? You had to have the corpse units.
Mm-hmm.
And this event was sentinel units, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So go, think about it, people. What faction are we going to have to go up against next that we're going to need?
Mayhem.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Okay, no,
Mayhem?
we only have no sentinel or survivors. There we go. Event,
So close.
most likely gonna be the survivors. So start working on those. Fuck the new units that we got. You can upgrade those for the next event.
So we get 2
So-
new units, but we're not going to use that unit in the next event. So we have to focus all our energy in the unit that we need for the next event.
We have to focus all our energy into getting XP in the next event to unlock the unit in the event to be able to use that in the event. Because that's exactly what they do, which is fucking annoying as hell to me. I
And
said this
makes
from the
no
start.
sense.
Well, I said this from the start. When they did the very first faction track system, they should never have pulled that bullshit of giving us waves where we had no ground to bring in. or no whatever. They should have given us a faction that gave us that we already had acquired that had an air and a ground unit. Then in that event, given us the missing component of what we ended up with, which was the ground unit, and then that should have been the component we got in that event should have been the next faction we faced, and thus this event we should have gotten units from Sentinels so that we can face Sentinels in the next event. You know what I mean?
It's like the bone saw all over again. You get a unit that that you should have for the event while the event was going on.
Yeah, and it's completely. I mean, you cannot sugarcoat it, and you can't. Nobody's that fucking blind. It is Kixai's way of cashing in. You force people to suicide units in the event to gain XP so that they can collect the unit that they know is absolutely necessary to complete the event. I mean, sure, Kixai can always say, well, you don't have to do the faction tracks. Okay. But how far and what are you going to get if you don't do the faction tracks? Where was the bonuses? Where were the prizes, the big prizes? They're in the faction tier. And then the prizes that are in the actual prize store are so overpriced for their in-game value that really, if you're not playing for faction tracks, why are you even playing the event at all? So don't give me that sugar-coated bullshit. I can smell bullshit a mile away. I live in Jersey. We have farmland here.
Yeah, the units that we freaking get in the event should be the ones that we're going to use the next
I'm
event.
back.
And we should not have, welcome back, Shadow Killer. And we should not be stuck with back-to-back fucking never-ending things to do. We should get our units in our event. We should have a month off and then have that month, that 30 days to upgrade our units, learn our units, get tech for the units, and then bring the next event. And then we can use that unit in the next event. Now we've acquired skill, tactic, ability, tech.
Happening. It's all about
that's
the good old days. You're talking about the good old days of War Commander.
Yeah,
good old days
I know.
Commander, where we had events when I first started the game, events were like every 6 months.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They were.
The event was every other month.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
and the first true hardcore event was the Elite Gatling event.
Oh,
that was the first true hardcore where they really upped the ante on the event basis.
Mm-hmm.
Where you really had to know your unit.
Yeah. But you had time to play that unit. You had time to learn that unit.
You had time to learn it. You had time to upgrade it.
But yeah, now you don't have time to upgrade crap.
Oh, that's because they want to. Marsha's in chat, and she's right. It's all about money, or Black Dog 2, coin. That's all. I mean, it literally there is no skill in true fighting now. The skill is gone. This is
a psychological cash grab. It's a psychological cash grab. That's what they
broke me. The coin I have on my account, I've had on my account for a long time now, for about 2 months. I'm still down to 11. Well, I used 2 of it to heal my command center, but I'm pretty much done. They're not getting anything. I'm getting stuff for my League of Legends and for my World of Warships. I mean, I'll be honest, they broke me. Kixai broke me. They broke me with all this shit, and they broke a lot of players. I mean, almost everybody on the panel now plays other games, or they are going outside realizing their sunlight will not kill you yet.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah, well, not right off. All right, it takes a minute.
I have a beautiful stainless steel barbecue that's been wonderful to me these last couple of weeks.
See, I mean, I'll be honest. Kixai they have destroyed themselves, and that last 2 months that we just went through with all the fuck ups in game and everything like that has been the last straw for a lot of players. I mean.
Yeah, but you can buy thorium now if you wanted to spend some.
My
some
God,
gold, you can get some thorium.
Oh my god.
I had to.
16 gold for 20
I
million thorium when you can hit any base. Oh my god. Like I said, they've destroyed it. They have straight out destroyed our game and they have lied to us.
Backyard
There is
monsters.
No, they destroyed our motivation because they
yes,
keep
yeah.
chasing our shit.
motivation.
Yep,
Yes,
there you go.
motivation.
Perfect. And that's perfect, TJ. Absolutely right. TJ he just hit it right there. Honestly, I had no motivation to do this event.
I don't even have motivation to do the fucking shadow ops because I know they're gonna nerf it the next week.
Yeah, I don't even care the damage I take now doing them. I don't
That's
give a
my
fuck if I
problem.
lose all my air because I know I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna do shit. I'll let it repair. I don't care. I'll let it repair. I don't. I just don't. I mean, what is the you? You're right, man. TJ, that's perfect.
Yeah,
There
the
is no
motivation is
motivation.
on the spot.
I mean, sure, add like 15 hours of repair of a unit that has to be in your face to actually do something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the biggest thing is the long repairs are the short distance, up close, heavy hitters. The quick repairs are the long distance shit that doesn't need a quick repair because you're never going to get touched anyway.
yeah. I mean,
And
I have no desire to do anything. I truly don't. I don't have a desire to fight. I don't have a desire to farm. I talk to my friends. I log on to see, make sure that everybody, the game is still up and running. But that's it. And make sure, my family is still playing, see if my family's even playing.
No,
And most of them quit. Dutch, you play World of Warships almost all the time now.
yeah.
He's a
Well,
post thinker.
my difference is how I used to play War Commander is I would push puzzle it through. I would try to get the least amount of damage so I could play all day long. Now I'm not motivated, like TJ said. That's exactly the way it is. I'm not motivated anymore. So what I do now, I want to do some kind of objective. Yeah, I throw everything in. It doesn't matter if it damage. I just put it on repair and I play World of Warships.
Yep, that's it. That is exactly what I do. I log on. Hell, like I said, 3 days. I didn't turn the game on for 3 days. I turned it on today, realized, oh shit, I had shit that wasn't upgrading. So I got some stuff, started upgrading it, and that's it. I'm trying to get. I mean, there's nothing left.
my base has gone idle more in the last 2 weeks than it ever has in the 6 years of playing.
Agreed.
I'd never walked into my base, logged on, and seen nothing running. Not a turret upgrading, not a wall upgrading. You know, the last 2 weeks I've gone in and I'm like, I'm not doing shit. And I literally have logged on, looked, logged right back off, and didn't even upgrade something. And I know it only hampers me for future gameplay, but it's like, what do I care?
To be honest, let's be honest here. What future gameplay is there?
Well, with this announcement, with these upgrades, it's pointless for me. It doesn't matter. There's no way of even trying to fight this ever growing chasm that is, I fucking give up. I give up. I was out of an event. I was held back by a player, which was, all right. I mean, that's the way the game is. I was hemmed up and fucking cost me an event. So I played catch up for units from that event. And I had, real life issues that held me back here and there, not upgrading or choosing to skip out on something and go for something else that now in retrospect I might regret and watch a lot of you skilled players use it in a tactical way that if I had it or had it at that level, I would be far excelled in where I am. But at the same point, I always have played games where even games like this that don't have a technical end date that grow and change, there's a point where you can put in an extra 2 or 3 hours a night seat time and catch yourself back up relative to where you should be. That does not exist at all in this game.
No.
Slip,
If you fall behind an
you're
upgrade,
gone.
that's it. You're toast. You are toast. You're done. Unless you're going to drop some money.
And therein lies, they've lost that motivation. They've lost the trust. They've lost the community, or at least in my, I can't talk for everybody in the community. I'm only one person. They've lost with me the trust, the respect, the desire and drive. I just don't. I play just to play. I play because, like I said in other shows, I'm pot committed, to use a poker term. I've put my chips in, and I'm just riding out
To the end.
table. Yeah, that's it. Till they shut the server down altogether.
And,
but as far as trying to achieve what I wanted to achieve, which was at one day in my life being a level 50 or being, whatever, no, I'm not even trying anymore.
They got Onslaught coming out. We'll take it as Onslaught, all right? You get 50K in medals. Fuck, you can do that with you can hit bronze
90s and you're
90s, or you could just PV. You could hit a whole bunch of little bases, get your 5 PvP, take no loss, and you're done.
Which is much better because you barely play anyways.
Yep, it's quicker that way. You do. I'm sorry, but Onslaught is. I won't even do this Onslaught.
I
have no
won't
desire to do it.
Here.
I used to do Onslaught because you had a trophy or something that you were there. Like, what the fuck?
I'll tell you what, real quick on this very point of the PvP. Because the way this game is right now, and because of all the issues we had with the event, and issues with the lag and the stuff we had last couple of weeks with them doing these server changeovers and everything, the politics in Sector have fucking really amped up. Everybody's on edge and everybody's bickering and stuff over these PvPs. I'm not naming and shaming, but there are players in my sector that don't fucking get the tactical part of PvP. If you have a player and he's an enemy and you're surrounding him and he pops his bubble, the person who's in sector with 7,000 infamy does not hit the level 38 player with 800 infamy. You get somebody who's got no infamy to hit him and drop his infamy level. And when a player like me uses tactic that way and starts, moving players out of the way to get in and hit that player and drop his infamy and take more thorium, more resources to actually hurt the player that's the enemy, and I get fucking blackballed. And I'm sitting here going, you're fucking idiots.
Let's put it like this. I've been at 1 million medals for 4 months now. There's the fucking proof right there. 1 million.
Yeah.
I had 1 million, but I bought.
Anyway.
Okay, well, you got an announcement, Mothin?
Yes. This is War Commander related in a way.
Well, it has to be.
It's raid team primarily related. Sector 49 definitely related. One of our members passed away today. His name was Fat. If you are in 49, please send a plat to 34,480. Mm-hmm. This was actually a good friend of mine for quite a few years in this game. Really great and awesome guy. I used to love chatting with him, and he will be very missed.
Can you send the chords again? Say the chords again.
Yes, 34,490.
All right, thank you.
Once I jump back to 49, I'll post up. Right now, I'm gonna watch this war that's brewing.
Yeah, family. It's kind of not War Commander related, but it kind of is.
Oh no, he's family.
Oh, that is War Commander.
That is War Commander family. It's the reason why the shows keep running and we keep playing it, because he's family, whether you know him or not. Yeah. Hell, you could never have met him, never talked to him, but his loss affects everybody.
I've spent hours on Google with this guy, and he was really awesome. Out of Illinois, just a really, really awesome player. He was a really cool guy.
And
See, and
that's when the
that's the cool
community comes
part about
together.
this. Exactly. That's what the cool part about this is. No matter what's going on, I've seen enemies like we've hated for years standing respectfully at a memorial.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's why we still play. We bitch. We get on them. But that's the reason why we play, because we make such deep connections with people on this game. There is no game like it.
I get
Yeah.
along. I get along better with some of my enemies that flatten me constantly than I do some of my clanmates. It's a weird dichotomy.
It is. I
wow.
mean,
It's wonderful.
Yep, I remember this guy when he first joined up when we started playing together. He's actually one of the original raid members, other than like me and Len and a few others who don't play that much anymore.
See, this game lives with us. It is.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of us, and we're part of it. And when you see things happen, and you see that the game isn't flourishing, it's not getting better and better and better. It's either stagnant or it's slowly just withering away. It scares me. It does.
we put
real
so much time,
effort.
into
And money.
playing. Money, yeah.
Even fuck the money.
Well, yeah,
Feedback.
'cause,
Feedback.
I'll be honest,
We put stuff on the forums and it gets listened to, and
a lot of us put a
No,
lot of money in here, and
Yeah.
we don't care. I don't. Not like I could take the shit with me.
I
War
can.
Commander was for me kind of like a second job. The minute I came home from my work, I fired up my computer, my PC, and I started up War Commander. And I played it until I go to bed. And when I woke up, I go to work. When I go home from work, I play War Commander.
See, that was your
I
problem,
was-
Dutch. That was your problem. You have to think of War Commander like I do. War Commander to me was like fishing. You dump a lot of money in your bass boat, you dump a lot of money in your tackle and your pen reels and etc. And you put effort into having the best you can have in gear, and then you sit and catch nothing. But you drink a beer, you have a good story, you talk to your fishing buddy, even if it's in this it's over global chat. On the boat out in the ocean, it would be over the mic. How's it going? We ain't catching shit. Yeah, me neither. You know what I mean? But it was a pastime that for that brief moment you could disappear from the realities of whatever was stressing you out and have fun for a minute, an hour, or 4.
I played this
Now-
game 16 hours a day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're fucking crazy.
I was like Dutch before I quit and walked away for a year. I was like Dutch. 16 hours. I would play literally till 3 a.m. and get up at 6 a.m. and I would go to work. And once I got an iPhone, then I was in chat while I was at work. And I'd come home, fire up the computer. There we go again. And and finally that combined with some other things that was going on with the people I was playing with, I finally was like, I can't do it. And I walked away. But then I realized how much I missed the people. Not so much the game, but the people.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of the reason. That's why I'm still here now. I mean, I come in every day. I talk to my friends, my family, and I do my upgrades and I farm and I'll go hit somebody here and there. But I don't have the I want to go to war attitude anymore. Because it's like, okay, I'll go and I'll mess all my crap up. Kicksai's not getting any money, and then I'm out of game for 2 or 3 days because the repair times are so horrible.
Mhm.
I might be exaggerating, but it feels like a kind of a betrayal.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all feel this. We all feel that.
Yeah.
That's
I agree.
how I
Agree.
feel it. That's how I feel it.
There's little things that took away, and I'm not putting this on the current development team or the current whoever's working on Kickside, but going back in history of this game, they gave us opportunities. They asked us for things. They point blank, said, we are going to do this for you. We appreciate you, so and so, and we're going to do this. They had fan ideas, fan art contests, and stuff. And then nothing ever came to pass because somewhere up the corporate chain, a guy in a cheesy, cheap, $1,000 suit and a $20 tie who thinks he's the shit said, "No, fuck him." Meanwhile, in all honesty, people like Wrong Thinker that wanted to make the game fun because it's their game too. It's their baby. I mean, I know how that is. And they tried to err on our side and help the game progress and do things that would make it fun. But the people above them were cutting off their heads, cutting off their fingers at every turn. And that's why I really do respect the community, and I respect you guys a lot for not jumping down Wrong Thinker's throat on everything. You actually, from our history, it's been things that were directly, yeah, come on, you didn't have to lie to us. Yeah, okay, we understand you bullshitted us because somebody was pulling your strings, or why didn't you follow through with what you said? Even if you weren't going to do X, Y, or Z, you could have said, look, I know I said I promised to do X, Y, and Z, but something came up and I cannot do X or Y, but I'm still working on Z. Or I can't do X, Y, or Z. We would have accepted that. And there's a lot of people in this in Kick-Size, and CM Sulaco gets a lot of shit. But there's a lot of people like him that even if he turned around and did that, we'd still lay the fucking piss on him. I mean, we wouldn't stop.
Sulaco deserved. That man deserved everything he gets from us.
Yeah, but Wrong Thinker, he's on a tightrope. Sometimes he falls off and hits the net, and sometimes he's walking tall on the tightrope. But he's too often than not starting to slip, and he's falling into that category of we'll just start laying in and not.
So I forgot about Daba Phoenix's little
his discussion thread on the forums.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Is that what our? And by the way, I posted on the. Okay, I'll do it again. In the YouTube chat, I'm going to post the link again for a forum post that we believe contains Wrong Thinker discussing the slowdown of tech and units and etc. from the other live YouTube show, which I refuse to say the name of for personal reasons.
3 people did this poll so far.
So I just posted it over on YouTube. If you guys want to check it out, I'm not exactly positive that was part of the discussion. I know there was a lot in it. It was one of those back and forth discussions with the panel and Wrong Thinkers. You dry erase board wall.
Oh,
yeah. Just sir, for a note, there were the majority of the people voted 16, 3, 8 for 30%.
Oh wow!
For what?
This event. Out of the 53 people, 16 voters.
I don't know if I voted.
I didn't vote either.
Actually, I didn't vote yet. I did bring up the thing because I thought you might want to talk about it.
I didn't vote. I can't vote.
Right? Yeah, you can't vote. Your vote don't count.
I'll read it out.
It's not like people like me or anything.
Yeah, I just voted a 7. You know why? Because I fucking voted a 7. That's why.
All right.
I voted 7 as well on it because I voted right after Daba put it up.
I give it a 7. I'm gonna give the event a 7. I mean, I can't lie. Wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad. The prizes ain't that bad. I mean, there's potential in the Seeker. There's potential in the Valiant. It's just
the Valiant's just so slow.
I like it.
People that are
I like that slowness, man. You guys.
Not the travel speed. I'm talking about the firing. The barrage and missiles.
The rate of fire,
and then it gets stuck on the Gatling gun. And when it's on that Gatling gun, it gets chewed up. The rockets do a lot of damage, but if you get caught in between the reload for those rockets, you gotta retreat. You gotta get out of the way because the machine guns just don't put out enough punch to kill other objects. You kind of get trapped if you're not careful.
Was there
For
was there any tech for the fire rate that's coming up in Shadow Ops? Do you remember?
No,
No?
Shadow Ops tech is for what? For
There
the
was some
Spartan
armor.
VK
I know there
or
was some
something.
armor and stuff. I just couldn't remember if there was
Yeah.
anything with fire rate.
Nothing yet.
Evening, all.
About XP for the event. I'm gonna say this: shut the hell up. It could go back to the old way where you got to get a shit ton of XP. They are basically giving you these units for completing. You're
Tasks,
getting
bases.
Yeah, you're, for the faction tracks, you're getting these units. I mean, come on now. That's basically free XP.
Oh yeah. It's not just free XP. If you I hate to say it, but I know Shadow's
No.
aware, Wrong Thinker and them do watch. But if you think about it, a Spartan ZK is going to be what? In a general event store, it's going to be 300,000, probably 250,000, 300,000, whatever. So you complete one base, you're getting 300,000 XP because they're giving you the unit. So
I mean, it averages out for those people that aren't thinking about it and going to bitch about this event sucks because the payout ain't right. Well, you're getting a unit.
Yeah. You have to parse the two.
Right. The previous events we had, the phalanx, including the faction track. Well, look at how much they were this event, 300,000. So,
But it's all a gameplay. I mean, they're doing something and they wait and watch the reaction, so they know what they can do the next time.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I don't have any complaints on the XP, and I don't have any complaints on the way they have it set up. Do a few waves and then defend. I like that better than how they had it before, where you had to do all these attack waves and then all these defend waves, and then you could finally get to the faction bases. I like this a lot better. I mean, you still have to do some to get to the factions, but at least for some of the lower levels, with some help, they can at least get a 20, a 40, or a 60. If they can get far enough ahead in the attack bases, again, probably with some help, but at least they can get some stuff.
And another.
The only problem is it's for the lower levels. They can't do a I don't remember what mission it was. One of the attack waves.
Heck, I'll give
Well, probably like the air only floating water base probably hurt a lot of low levels. That sounds more upper end because they might not necessarily have the air to hit that number of targets, let alone those type of aircraft.
Yeah.
But with the way the event is now, lower level, point blank and simple, you're not going to have some lower level with the big prize unit.
You're not going to have a level 28 with 30 Spartan ZKs and
they're not going to have it.
Right, they're not going to have, and I like that part too. I like, and that's why I think like I said, I like that you do 2 or 3 bases, and then you have to defend. So if you're a lower level, you can at least get some XP because I do give you some restarts at the beginning. So if that's as far as you can get, that's great. And like I said, it's good that because before high levels could go out there and open those bases, and like you said, a level 20 or 28, 30 could have all this stuff, whether they could build it or not.
Exactly. So
I mean, I will play devil's advocate.
Guys, I'm going to tell you this. I guarantee you bring back the A, B, and C tiers are going to coin so that they can get that your tier. It's not the
you may be right.
Higher level. Are going to coin just to get what we need. doing
Yep.
maybe 3 rounds through to get everything we need. It's the lower levels you're hurting.
Well,
Give them bring back
we know.
track down at the bottom saying, okay, once you've completed the tier, you can start your faction track. And yes,
my thing is,
help.
I just don't like feeling like a guinea pig. I mean, I wish they had just come up. I can understand the first year or two of development of the game, weeding out what style of events you want to do. You know, well, not first year, because obviously we didn't have really a lot of events the first year, but in years 2, 3. But it's been going on long enough that continually changing and adapting the event style or the event system is getting very tiresome to me, and that lends again to what we discussed earlier about just the boredom and the repetition. I feel it does. It hampers this event style. It does hamper the low levels. It hampers a lot of players. I want to play devil's advocate and say I did like the ability to have a set of attack onlys and a set of defense onlys, and you could do as many attacks as you could get through, and then when your units were repairing, you could go do defense play and then defend as far as you could go, you know, the onslaught / do whatever the fucking other thing is that I have to deal with style. And then while thank you. And then while your base was repairing from that set of base hits, then you could go back and do attacks. And if you had acquired so many attacks and so many defenses, then you could drop down and do the faction track. That hybrid lent better to the overall helping lower levels and allowing the player that only has a minimal amount of time online each night to play during the event, to give them time that they could go do as many attacks and then let their attacking platoons repair overnight.
You guys
put in
make
a
me
couple
feel like
hours.
a scumbag.
You are a scumbag.
Because
But you're my kind of scumbag.
I don't fucking help anybody.
I'm not just talking. I'm not even talking about helping. I'm not talking about
You guys
helping. I'm
make
talking
me feel
about
like
letting-
I'm a horrible motherfucking person because I don't help a goddamn soul.
No, but see, I'm not even talking about helping. I'm talking about them helping themselves. They don't need to beg and ask for help because they have now. Don't fucking ask me. Just repair your shit and do more tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
You know, I'll help somebody in the event. 1,000 gold. I'll help you all day long.
You know, I'll help. I'm like I said, I'm very bitter right now where I am. So I'll help any player anytime lose their event bases because they come asking for me. I'll do the base myself and keep it. It's the way I am.
Okay, I guess I am truly the only sweetie on the panel because I helped a bunch of people during the event.
I don't even
and
turn my fucking
that's
chat
just
on.
me. You know, I'll get out there and help them. I don't mind helping them with a base or two, and you know, trying to.
I'm done with my event is when I start helping things.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
You guys are nice guys. I'm a
Now,
dick.
see, and that's what most people did is they, you know, that help. They waited until, you know, the last day and a half roughly to offer up any help. You know, before that, it's like, no, do what you can do until we're done. And then once we're done, and, you know, in the sector I'm in, we have a strict no begging policy. Don't come out here and start begging because they will bubble somebody for that. They don't care.
Really?
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with my base right now.
I have no idea what you're doing with it either, but it looks weird.
I have no
So how
idea.
is everybody this evening?
Ah, good. Who is speaking?
Are you fucking kidding me? I will come down there and bitch slap your ass.
Oh, God. It's him. The boss of Red Sox fag.
Shut up.
Dude, boss, that's like being a Yankees fan.
I am a Yankees fan.
I thought that was
Cheerleader.
Batman in his photo.
No, I've been listening a lot, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I disagree with a lot of what you guys are saying.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we
mean,
want.
like what? Please, God.
Well, no, I mean,
No, that's what we
certain
want. We want
things
discussion.
just I don't understand. I guess I view the game differently. Like you guys are complaining about the upgrade. I guess the upgrades they released today.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we got enough shit to upgrade.
Why? No,
More
no,
levels,
Because
more
I'm not
time.
quoting
no.
my, I'm not
See,
going to quote my upgrade.
this is where you guys fail. You
You're
don't
thinking-
have to upgrade it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys,
I mean,
well,
Well,
why? No, explain to me why you have to upgrade it.
No, like I said,
to be
it's
powerful enough to
cycle.
stop some of these people.
You
These
can't.
upgrade. This upgrade for
No.
the hunter should be able to
Hold
slow down the
on.
Herald.
No, they won't.
Hold on. It's two parts. One, like I said earlier, it's a psychological ploy. Okay, it plays against the emotions of players like Shadow who want to have the complete. I mean, how many times have you tried your damnedest to be fully maxed out on everything in your base?
More
And
than I
every
can
time,
count.
yes, and every time you get there, they take that carrot away from you.
They move the
Okay.
goalpost.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's one side. That's the psychological.
Right.
The other part about it, and this is the in-game that I take. This is my view. Is it's not so much being able to defend against the Heralds or defend against this. I'm not looking at PvP. I'm looking at PvE. With every addition to this game, when they do this, with every extension of levels, with units or buildings or anything, it means that the near future, not the distant future or even the moderately distant future, but the very near future, the arc of how they ramp up the difficulty skyrockets. They miss that. They will.
It does.
It has in the past.
I keep waiting for that, but that hasn't happened yet.
You have
I
coined
blew
your
the living
base.
hell out of this event and got no repair time.
So
Yeah, I did too.
Well, yeah, but you guys could repair. I couldn't repair.
I couldn't
you
repair.
guys, I couldn't repair. I was saying earlier, I was having issues throughout the event. I got through it, no problem, but I was having issues. But
also my opinion is now when they have the faction in the events, that tells me kind of you have to upgrade the units, otherwise you cannot do the faction waves. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Faction waves weren't that hard.
Look outside.
But you need certain types of unit, and it needs to be upgraded.
Red. You have to look outside of your account.
No, it's not just my. I'm not. If you guys look at my account, right? If you look at my base, look at my heavy turrets, and look at my.
It's not that. It's you have skill, and you have an understanding of manipulating your units in a way that is beyond the pale of how. I could never accomplish.
It's really not that difficult, to be honest.
I know it's not difficult. I know it's not difficult, but there are people that can adjust and understand things differently than others. I can't do things that you do, or that, God forbid, Dragon did, or Jano. Of course not. I never was on that skill level, or even David over there.
Jano when he was a young player.
Yeah, okay. So my point being, if you look outside of that, if you look at the game in a just a general, just a general pond of players, and you find the middle of this whole mess, the way that they do this, it's not just moving the goalposts so that players like you have something to look forward to. And it's good for you. You have something to accomplish now because you've already gotten to that, right at the end. You're at the fucking 5-yard line.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm
serious.
You can go through an event with no damage. You can go through Shadow Ops with no damage. You can collect Thor from any base.
I don't do Shadow Ops.
Well, I'm saying, if you wanted to, you can collect Thor from any base on the field with minimal to no damage.
Well, it's not so much minimal to no. It's like, okay, say thoriums. I go after what the hell are they? The 80s?
Okay.
After them at certain times. I go
that's
after them at night.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I'll go out and I keep I'm not upgrading my platforms. No, I'm upgrading my storages because I have to be able to accumulate more and more storage. Thorium and everything like that. No, I go after them at night. Like I'll go out and I can take the Herald and some other units out. I can nail 2 or 3 80s. Take the way I always look at it is 8 hours of damage. Once I hit about 8 hours of damage, I'm done for the. I'm done. I go to bed, and you know what? When I wake up in the morning, it's repaired. That's the way I go through the events. That's why I get through the events with no damage. I take damage during the events, but I never take crippling damage. I take enough that when
I understand that.
when I come home from work, I'm repaired. When I get up in the morning, I'm repaired. But it's not just that. It's just I keep hearing people say, "I can't go out in PvP because I have because these up." There isn't an upgrade in this game that's going to stop me from PvPing. I think a big part of the problem is you guys got to get out of your bases. You got to jump. You got to go hit people, and you're going to find out
it's not that.
What?
It really isn't. That's unfortunate. It's the fact that you have. It's not one thing that's on a stream to upgrade. There's so many things over a vast swatch of tech and units and base parts and components and buildings and storage and this and that. And what happens is if you look at the middle ground player, I'm not talking a new player that's coming in. We're not talking about, okay? And a player that's been in from beta testing, who's had the time and put in the seat time and has acquired a highest level of most things. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the players like Lady Warrior, not even like myself, but Lady Warrior, DB, Delta when she was playing, Skipjack. Those that took time off or had something happen where they didn't play for a month, a year, a half a year, whatever. Okay, and I know you stepped away and you come back, and you stepped away and you come back. But players that fell behind were catching up. They move that goalpost for players like yourself and Shadow. And then the player that was almost catching up is gutted because you start out and you're in line with the rest of the community, okay? And you're going through your paces, and you might fall behind because you're not skilled here, but then you learn something, or they add something into the game that, holy shit, you just got a great, they have a glitch and people are you found a little loophole and you can use it, and you start collecting thorium like crazy. Hence, I'll go back to my big discussion with you of the suicide valks with the flame cannons, okay? Boom, you're not begging, you're collecting Thor, you're upgrading everything. Bam, 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 bam.
You weren't hitting me with those damn things. You go to hell. I wasn't getting hit by those things.
I'm talking 2 years ago. But anyway, now they move that goalpost up. Now all of a sudden, you don't have that gimmick. You can't gain. So now you start falling behind. The players that were already ahead of you, that gap, that bridge is separating. They move the goalpost again. You'll never catch up, and you'll only fall back. And this is where we get that problem right now, where the value, the number on your name has no value whatsoever. There are 42s that play like 12s. There are 20s that play like 50s, and it doesn't matter anymore. Kixeye never kept a balance of the value of the bases themselves. When you hit a 30 and get more than you would out of a 35, when you hit a 65 and get as much as you do out of, it's the greater issue than just complaining about don't worry about the upgrades. We know you don't have to worry about the upgrades. You don't have to collect all the units. We understand that. Nobody's arguing that point.
Yeah, but you don't have to upgrade, especially right now. There's one unit that I'm going to take out of the equation because it's, to me, been the longest running unit in the game that has had relevance, and I still believe to this day you have to have it. If you don't have it, you're what's that?
ERMs.
No. If you don't have an Omega Titan, you have a problem. Until you get that particular unit, you have to focus on it. Other than that, I mean, I've been talking to a friend of mine. She had gotten behind, and she got crushed in the event. I mean, if people want to yell at me for this, or God forbid, ban another forum account for me. Yes, I went to her account and I took a look in her account to see what was going on, and she had days and days of repair from the event. And I'm looking at the stuff she was using, and I'm like, are you kidding me with this? What are you doing with this stuff? You're saying catch up. Catch up isn't that hard now. If you have the Omega Titan, there's only I put that out there. That's a unit you have to have. That's essential.
Always
if you have that unit, It's not that hard to catch up because the game has changed.
But if
It's
you
the
were
faction
in line,
units now. You don't use the stuff that we used even 4 months ago. If
No.
you're still using that stuff, you're out of your mind. People keep saying the repair times are too long. They have adjusted, except for the air units. They have adjusted the repair times. Most of the stuff that we have Ardra is and that is something that I wanted to bring up if I got on a show. They need to bring that shit back. Okay, we do have middle of the road players that need to get those units. They need to find a way to get Ardra and Roland. They can stuff Ornn. Ornn was a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
the
a fail.
shit, and that's
And
all we gotta say.
Expert Dante.
Yeah, they need to get
Yeah.
they need to get Ardra back in. I mean, Ardra is one of the most powerful units in the game, and she only takes 48 minutes to repair if she gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
you can catch up if you focus on the new units and just say, you know what, those old units that I was trying to upgrade, they're not significant anymore. I don't need to worry about those anymore.
Let me agree 100% with you on that right now. I want to agree 100%.
And people
with you,
also they won't come out of their comfort zone and understand there's units out. I mean, anybody that has not figured out yet those Vindicators, when you get them upgraded and you get them teched out, they have some badass units. They will mess some stuff up.
Well, let me just say, as a counter to this conversation, I agree 100%. They need to get back Ardra. Like I said, Roland, and I'd like to see the Dante come back out too. But again, and this goes back, the psychological part of it is there are players that once they start something, once they collect something, they will and must, in their mind, get it to the max. So it's don't give this why. Like I said, you're a different player. You cannot assume your account. You can't go by your gameplay. There are people, once they've unlocked, friggin' Ornn, because you just slayed him and he's terrible. They won't stop until they've upgraded Ornn all the way to the top. Or, I mean, that's a bad example, obviously. Or they had SF. They had SF and they didn't stop. Now,
I can tell you why. Because you like the unit, it's your favorite, and you want that unit to be the best as it can.
Okay, now that time that's spent upgrading a unit, while exactly what you said, Red Steel, while they're putting time in upgrading their SF units, Kixeye has moved the goalpost by coming out with Acolytes and Vindicators and everything else. If they don't transition, they get left behind. Now,
whose fault is that?
I'm not saying it's a fault of anybody, but then the Vindicators and all get pushed to the wayside. The next unit comes out, the Juggernaut. So that falls back. Now these people that wasted time upgrading these long upgrade times are trying to upgrade a unit that they don't even realize is obsolete because in their mind, they still think, well, that's the next set. Let me upgrade these now.
Spam for the win. Fuck it. Just spam for
Herbs and night owls.
But is it? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to feel sorry for a person. If they can't make the adjustment, that's not my problem. And
I'm not asserting pity on any player like that.
I mean, how many
trying to invoke an understanding as to why the upgrades and the times have to be more fortuitous to having in-game play. The repair times and the up game.
I have not coined either of these. I don't believe I've coined either of these two units yet. The Valiant and the Seeker.
Well, I'm not coining any of those. I
haven't coined them, and they're all. I think they're both level 6 already. They did reduce the upgrade times. Level 1 to 2 is 12 hours. Then it's what, a day? Then it's a day and a half. Then it's 2 days.
Did you coin up? Hold on. Did you coin up your Juggernaut and your Herald? You see, that is where. Yep. See,
that's what we're talking about.
That is where we're going. Like, I mean, you guys know I'm an active. When I'm playing. I'm getting on. All right, and that's where my problem is yeah, you're right. These newer units, the upgrade times ain't too bad. But to compete well with some bases like yours, somebody brings in a low level Juggernaut and Herald into my base, and I'm gonna fuck them up. It's gonna have to be a high level. Now, unless you coin those, you can't catch up because of all the shit they're dropping out. That's what I'm bitching about.
Okay.
It's not that.
And you're saying
I got, look, you can see my build. I've been waiting 5 days. I'm down to 2 days now for it to hit Omega. Now, once it gets Omega, I'm going to stop so I can work on the 2 ground units that I've fallen behind.
because you're an experienced player, you know that you don't have to go. I mean, if you look at my units, once I hit Omega, I'm pretty much done upgrading those bad boys, because after that it's just about penis measurement. You know, it's like they're good enough.
I'll use myself as a great example, okay? I just got the final Omega parts for the Juggernaut. Now, I've witnessed people using the Omega Juggernaut for weeks, right? You know, it is with its distance and range, it is by far a great unit for cracking anything, for cracking PvP bases, PvE bases. Okay. Now, I upgraded till I hit Elite, and I held there. And I waited, because why would I continue to waste time upgrading when I didn't have the Omega parts? I finally got the Omega parts. Now I still have to play catch up all the days of upgrades to get my level 22, 23 up to 30 to then jump it to 31 to get into the Omega. So how long is that's all going to take me? I'm not going to coin it. So that's going to take me all these hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And by the time I hit my Omega, I've already lost out on a month of gameplay where I would have excelled by cracking much more sophisticated base design.
You're saying no, because
and then it's already obsolete.
Exactly. See, because that's the problem. This is the problem that you guys keep running into. You guys keep saying, "I'm going to lose all this gameplay." No, you're not. You put Ardra. Let me speak. You're going to put Ardra in front of that Juggernaut, right? You're not going to be foolish enough not to.
No. Yeah.
Okay, then what's the difference? I mean, everybody keeps thinking, you know, like people are complaining because I want to upgrade my platforms. Do you think that the level 13 platform blows up any more spectacularly than my level 6 does?
No,
platform Juggernaut shell lands on it. It's still going to blow up.
Platform levels, we all know.
Your Juggernaut at 22 is still going to crack open a base as long as you're keeping your Ardra in front, because your Ardra will take all the abuse. You know, for a very short repair time, your Juggernaut is just fine at 22. It's very usable at 22. You know, like I said, the difference between mine and yours is not that big.
No, I know.
But you guys let it hold you back. And you know, Shadow made a point about if somebody brings in a low level Juggernaut and a Herald into his base, he's going to mess him up, which he probably will. But you know what? If somebody is dumb enough to bring give me a level, Shadow. What kind of level are we talking here on the Juggernaut?
Oh, Juggernaut. 12? Anything 12? Below Elite.
Okay, so let's just say a 14. Okay, if a guy brings a level 14 Juggernaut and say a level 10 Herald into your base online, he deserves what's going to happen to him.
What if that's all he's got?
But I understand that you're saying that's all he's got. He shouldn't be hitting you in the first place online.
I see where Red's going with this.
He should be sending me to hit you, because my level 30s will destroy you no matter what you throw at it.
That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to design my base to go with As you guys can tell, I'm struggling here. If you guys have been watching me at all, you can see that I'm trying to design a base that can go up against a Juggernaut and a Herald. It's not working out as well as I planned. I have it in my fucking head here, guys.
All right,
it doesn't exist.
I am going to put it like this. You can design your base however you want, Shadow, but we're going to slap your ass, call you Sissy Susie, and still flatten your ass.
Yeah.
But back to the point, I mean, I have never played the online offline game. I don't send my secretary out. I don't send my secretary out to make appointments.
Hell no.
I'm hitting
No.
you. If you ain't online, that is your problem, not mine. And I love the people that come out and say, "Oh, you hit me offline." Try to hit me online. It's like, well, yes, stupid. I'd rather hit you offline, get 2 hours of repair time than hit you online and take 10.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
not stupid.
It's
You know,
smart. It's smart.
But the whole thing is the guys with the lower, you could take your lower level units, jump into a sector, whack a bunch of bastards offline, and have some fun. And you don't have to worry about your upgrades. I mean, I got stuff running in my base. I still jump all the time. I got over 5,000 infamy. I think that it is psychological. You guys are holding yourself back from enjoying the game again. And you're doing it for reasons that don't really exist.
Some people
Upgrades don't matter.
I hit whatever the fuck I want to hit whenever I want to hit it.
Damn Skippy.
Fuck
Whenever I want to go out and whack somebody, there's a group. They're going to be that smoking Neville faggot. Him and his whole group are going to be getting a visit from me tonight.
I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Oh, dude, he came to my sector and decided to try to annoy me. You know how it's going to work out.
That
is
name
not going to work out.
Oh, what sector is this? So I can send a mini? Watch.
I wiped him out twice online before he jumped away.
So
I
anyway,
walked into his base and just pimp slapped him.
what about wall upgrades? When are we going to get some more wall upgrades?
No.
I'm going to tell you what.
No, I'm sorry. I want those new walls. I really
Go
do.
ahead.
Hold on. I'm thinking,
I want 'em
are
too.
we going to see faction walls? Because remember,
Yes.
the walls that glitched were sentinels. So we will see a survival wall and
I like the Sentinel command center out of all of them because I can hide more with that fucking.
That's the one I use. I use the Sentinel. But I mean, back to what I was saying. I mean, I'm not trying to be the contrarian. I'm not trying to take Kicksai's side on this. I'm really not. I just think that y'all are holding yourself back. I saw that people saw all the defensive grade up. The platform grades and freaked out. Oh, look at all this extra time, and I have to. No, you don't. You don't have to upgrade them. Because they're not going to stand up to the units that I'm going to send at you anyway. So why would you care in the first place? Your shit's still going to blow up. That level 15 heavy platform, when I land a Juggernaut shell next to it, it's going bye-bye.
Okay,
It's
use
dead.
my motto. Yeah, nah, fuck all that. Just go hit.
Damn Skippy. Just go out and hit and have some fun. Jump to a sector, piss them off. I mean, if you haven't seen the way I chat in sector, I'm out there to make you mad. But
play the fucking game and just enjoy it, people.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry about the upgrades. Just jump.
Life's too short.
That's what I'm about to do.
The one thing, I mean, I take advantage of it. I enjoy it. I admit that. But I will admit, one of the things that really did hurt PvP in this game, it helped it, but it hurt it, if that makes any sense, was the free jumps.
Yeah.
It helped the hitting, it helped the going out and hitting portion, but it destroyed the wars.
Well, it spread PvP because sectors that just sat and coddled each other and didn't ever get attacked. Now people were more willing to go out to random places and start fights, and then that started a community.
But it destroyed the actual
destroyed it because
wars.
you hit and run.
Bullshit. Yeah, you used to be able to when you jumped, unless you wanted to pay a lot of money, you were stuck there for a week, and you had to slug it out.
What was it? Nine gold to jump when it?
Oh no, it was more than that.
No, it was
more than that. I can't remember. I know.
150 in the beginning.
Oh,
it was 150. It was $15 to jump. If you jumped to a sector and then wanted to jump again, it was 150 gold.
Wow.
And then that really pissed people with ghost bases off.
Yeah.
And again, this is something else that I would suggest that people wouldn't like very much. But if you want to bring back wars and you want to bring back that, not only the jumping thing, but personally, I would go back to the thorium depots.
They're not
because that is how you won a war. That's how you made people jump. When you beat up a sector and you took control of a sector, When they were too weak, then they couldn't get thorium because anytime that you saw that, remember, you would post, "Hey, free thorium at this location," and you guys would go take all the. And once they couldn't get thorium anymore, they left the sector.
You're
That's how
right.
you
I
win wars. You
remember
can't do
that.
that anymore.
Well,
It's
I
all
forget. I
instant.
forget if it was Daba or one of the other panel members on a previous chat was saying, used to go in, used to bust up a sectors, take all the thoriums, and then just jump out. So then they were all completely open and random. Nobody knew whose thorium was what.
Oh no,
whose metals
not
were
the
who
thorium. No, that was
what.
the
Metal
regular
and thorium.
depots.
Either way.
Yeah,
you're
we
right,
used
the
to call
metals.
that Operation Depot Repo.
Yeah.
Right before your whole clan would jump out of a war, you used to go out and everybody had to take like 20 depots. If you brought like 50 guys, yet everybody had to take 20 depots and you all jumped, and it
Yep.
would just they'd all go random, and then you'd left, but they'd all be fighting because they like, that was my depot, no, that was my, and then you get them all fighting between themselves for the depots after you left. It was beautiful.
Oh, good old days.
I've been on quite a few of the depot repo operations.
Oh, those were fun.
Yeah,
Oh, you get people so mad because you'd always leave a scout behind to watch and just watch the mayhem as they want. Oh, I used to watch alliances get broken up over that because people would be screaming about, that was my depot, especially in that was my giant. No, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, giants! Oh my fucking god!
Oh,
God.
People would fight over that shit.
Yep.
And it's the best part about depots and watching people fight over it is if you actually sat there and did the math and realized how much metal you got out of a giant depot over a week, it was like you get like I think it was like 330,000 or something like that.
Some insane.
It's so pathetically small. It's like why do you keep them?
Back in the day, that was a really good thing. Back in the day, now it's. I personally say get rid of the fucking depots and throw some more shit out there because those.
I think they should get rid of the depots. I think the depots cause lag. I think that the things they need to get rid of are the depots, and they need to get rid of those little mites that run through your base all day long. That would help with lag.
Oh yeah.
No. Those are just my thoughts. I mean, I'm not trying to be contrarian. I think people get too hung up on what their upgrade times are, and they worry about them when they shouldn't. It doesn't really. The way the units are set up now, I mean, if you upgrade one of your new units to level 5, it's, some are usable at level 1. You get them up to 5, they're pretty usable at that point.
The Valiant is pretty good at level 1.
Damn, Skippy. That's a nice little unit.
I like it.
I put 4 of them in right during the event. And
I got 3. I used 3.
Let me put something out there though for your fresher players or your players just coming back to the game. I've been off the game about 2 months now. I'll bet you I can walk into any fucking sector I want and bubble 50 to 100 bases in a night and not take more than 12 hours of damage. And I've been gone for about 2 months from the game.
There's no excuse not to be able to jump to a sector and bubble 15 bases in one shot and have some fun and leave. And you won't have that much repair time. I'm talking higher end bases. I'm not going out and hitting a 30. Well, no, that's not true. I will hit a 38 if he has something I want.
I'll hit anything that I'll start at the closest motherfucker to me that I can hit, and I will just start.
Yep. And work your way down, or up, or over. Yep. That's usually what I do.
There's no reason people can't still go out in PvP and do it effectively. It's just you have to get over the psychological aspect of I need to upgrade. Set up your upgrades. As a matter of fact, it's better to go out and do the PvP because you can take their resources and use their resources to do your upgrades.
Exactly.
Me personally, I can't stand is grinding resource bases. That drives me up the wall. I can't stand it. I much rather take it from them.
I don't like grinding anything. I don't like grinding, to get tech. I don't like grinding to get units. I don't like the fact that, like this, you hit one first base, you get a unit, and then every base after you get the chance of getting this tech, or this tech. The whole aspect of the workshop I was hoping, obviously it's busted as shit, but that was the whole thing. You unlock it once and then you can replicate. The only thing you then have to grind, unfortunately, is your Bane, which is the resources to be able to do the replications. But at least you have the technology to build what you have unlocked. So you can make 5, your detonators or whatever, instead of having to hit 35 bases to get 5 fucking stealth tech for your detonator.
There's something else you guys gotta consider. Any base can be bubbled at any given fucking time. It don't matter if it's completely maxed or not. I haven't really done shit for upgrades on my base in months, except for my CC right now, which I started like a week or so ago. Yeah, that final level sucks ass.
Yeah, I haven't started mine yet.
In realistics of it, just fucking go play the game. I mean, if you damage your shit, start repairing, fucking log off, go back in the morning before you head to work or head to school or go out for your morning jog, log in your game real quick, click repair something else, and just fucking go about your day. I mean, hell, get fucking Puffin or some shit. You can log in at work and just hit repair, fucking log out.
On my phone.
Bam, there you go. I mean, your shit's always repaired. Get home, everything's pretty much all repaired. Rock out and just play again. Fuck it.
If people would just get out and start playing the PvP aspect of the game again, they'd find the game they love is still there. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the stuff that we asked for, they gave us. But people don't realize it because they're hung up on certain aspects that upset them, like the upgrades. I mean, I admit I'm just tired of hearing about it because upgrades don't stop you from playing. You're the only thing that will stop you from playing. You don't need everything maxed out. Very little of my stuff is maxed out. I think the highest Omega unit I have is my Titan. I think it's level 33. Once I get to a certain point, I stop. The
biggest thing that I know is a problem for you with upgrading, and it's part of it. It's a minor part to me though. Is okay. You're right. Yeah, you don't have to upgrade things, but when you do upgrade it, and then they come around and they nerf the fucking unit.
Oh, then now I have a problem. Once the nerfing happens, again, I have a major problem.
You put in the effort, you put in the time or whatever to get to a level, and then they change it. To me, I take the same approach with the rest of it, which is, like I said, moving the goalpost forward to me is like I've accomplished something, and now you're making it less relevant. You understand? If that makes sense.
I guess, but I just think with the way the game progresses, that units just don't have I mean, I scrapped. I mean, I went through my storage the other day, and I was just scrapping crap. There's no reason to have. I don't even I always held on to a few hover tank commanders or this that down in my armory. I scrapped them all because the games has passed them by. It's irritating. I know how much money I spent on the hover tank commanders upgrading those things. It is what it is.
How about them Vank shields?
Shut up. Shut up.
Matter of fact, the girl I was helping out in the event, she put all, she had all of her stuff in the platoons and was repairing all this stuff. I was going through the platoons again, and she actually used hover tank commanders against one of the event bases. I'm like, what are you doing? I couldn't scrap those things fast enough on her.
I used my one platform or my one platoon that has 2 shadow couriers, 2 Vanquisher commanders, and 4 hover tank commanders. I use that on the level 5, just to pop the helper buildings. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
I only keep that platoon when I have to go around and smack like a level 15 player or whatever for being a mouthpiece in the sector, or it's an alt account. Because I'm not going to take. Unlike you, I'm not going to take my Omega Titan, or I'm not going to take my Sandstorm into a level 12 base. I will literally pull that platoon out, or I will pull a platoon of heavy
Really?
gunners. Yes, and I'll go in and I'll fight them that way.
Really?
I want their attack log to say that they were beat up by a level 43 and he lost nothing, and he used fucking ERMs or
See, but, unfortunately, you've lost one. You lost one of the great pleasures of the game. Would you like me to give you one of the great pleasures of the game back?
I'm not a bully.
It's not being a bully. It's just fun. What you have to do. Here's what you got to do. What unit? I'm sure somewhere down the road you have gotten, at least when they offered them during the Halloween events, you had to have gotten a couple of those hero techs, right? The zombie hero techs.
In the event, I never bought them.
I got one on Jericho.
You have one, right? They gave you one.
Yeah, I got them out of the gear stores. I got 3, I think. I have one.
Okay,
on
what do you have it on?
Dina and I have one on.
Here's what you gotta do. When you go to smack one of those level 15s.
No, I've done that.
But it's fun because they scream because they don't understand. They don't understand what the zombies are, and you just watch as the zombie apocalypse just starts eating their base, and you just kick back and you just watch it, and they're like, "What the hell are these things in my base?"
Yeah, I did that.
I gotta take my Dina out for a stroll now.
I dropped Dina in. You didn't see it because obviously it's closed. I did that to a level 10. I hit the power plants, and I was quick enough that it cloaked again before, so you didn't know where it was coming from. And then the 4 power plants were just eating the whole base, and I had retreated and just sat back and watched.
To me, that's fun. That is funny. That'll make your whole night because the screaming. What are these things? I don't understand.
No, I can tell you right now, the best thing to do on any sub-level 20, and I do the shit out of this, I drop a motherfucking PK right on the center of that bitch and watch it go.
No. The best I spent medals, and I got the V. I got the Hand of God and was using the missiles.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. And it was a player that didn't know any. Yeah, but it was funny because he didn't know what the hell was going on.
I mean, you can find. I
don't want nobody calling me a fucking bully no longer, asshole.
No. But hey, no, you can't.
Oh, come on! I know you pulled the zombie thing. I know you have
that shit all the time. I got it on Jericho.
That's hilarious.
I will hit a low level with low level units. I like
the low levels trying to chase my Jericho around. So I just bounce it because he's got nitro on him, so he just bounces around all their little units.
I gotta ask Red and SK, and I don't know about Mothin, but do you have nitro on any of? I'm not saying that you have war horses. Did you put any war horses in storage that had nitro?
Yeah, I got rid of them all. I actually was one of those people that had it early that they had to grandfather me in.
Yeah, fuck you. That's just what I want to say. Fuck you both.
I
have my catharsis for the night.
As soon as the war horses was out, I was putting that tech on there.
Yeah,
I didn't even wait.
I knew it was wrong, and I didn't do it. And when they allowed people like you to keep it, that infuriated.
That wasn't the only one that I got away with. There was another one even before then with the It was when they first came out with the Elite Mega Tanks. When they came out with the schematic for it, for the first couple hours,
that's old.
The one tech that was they made a mistake. They made it a 500 tech or whatever. It was supposed to be like a major tech, and they screwed up the pricing for a little while. I upgraded it and I put it on a bunch of my mega tanks, and then they had to change the workshop on it. But I got to keep it. So all my mega tanks were like I don't know, 1,000 over cap, and it was allowable. It was allowed because I paid to upgrade the tech as soon as it came out,
and when they adjusted the value of the space,
What's that?
And then they adjusted the space value for it,
but they couldn't adjust mine. I was allowed to keep. I could not do any more tanks. I couldn't create any more. But the ones that had it were allowed to keep it.
I just didn't like. I didn't like the the nitro issue because it was known there were enough people that realized it was wrong, and I would have understood if they allowed
define wrong.
anybody. It was a mistake on Kicksai's end, and I would have respected if they said, okay, players can just equip it. If you got nitro, go ahead, equip it. Everybody can have it. But when they said because there were players who in my own group who removed it because of the banter on the forums about how it was wrong.
I will always
being
be
respectful.
a fan of PK in the base.
I won't waste thorium or resources on hitting a low level. I won't, even for fun.
I will just because.
Free.
I'm sorry, that shit puts a
you.
huge smile on my face.
especially since you can't. If I could get the thorium that cost thorium back from hitting the base, then yeah, I don't mind.
I'll put it like this: one night, I was bored. I was legitimately like super bored. I made 80 PKs and I dropped it on 80 low levels. Why? Because I wanted to smile that day, and nothing was putting a smile on my face but dropping fucking PKs and watching shit go boom.
I will admit though, the zombie thing is good, but sometimes there are times when you really do need, just for the hell of it, to find a smart mouth like level 34 and bring the big boy toys to his base.
Oh yeah,
put it all on his base at one time and just watch it get blitzed, and to watch him scream, going, "Oh, big man, you got to use those toys against a low level." It's like, yeah, because watch what the hell it's going to do to you, because that's funny to me. And you watch the whole base just get blown to crap by toys that he can't even believe that he's getting hit by. That could be fun too.
Not a word about me being a fucking bully, assholes.
Dude,
you know I am. You know how much I take enjoyment out of stuff like that.
Hey, you guys know I pick on. There's one individual I constantly pick on, and you know he fucking hates me.
Yeah, because and let's be honest. At that point, let's be honest. You actually are kicking a cripple.
Yeah.
Okay, Shadow. Really, I'm an asshole. You know it. Venom knows it. Half the freaking people that have ever gone against me know it. So yeah, okay, I admit I've bullied a few people in my time, quite a few to be honest, and I can be a major asshole, hint hint, wink wink, a lot. But I'm sorry, I just gotta have fun because I need something to smile about some days, especially since I quit smoking 6 weeks ago. Yeah. I need something to put a smile on my face. I don't care if it's a level 3, I'll still flatten the fucker just for the hell of it with it, oh Titan, on Ruby. Or I'll just
I don't know if
and
you
let it
consider
sit
this
there.
me being a bully.
What's the count now? Was it 81, 82?
This is Cybertoe's base.
Yeah.
Almost 100 days.
What sector is he in?
I have a person that I do that to, or I used to do that to a lot. I couldn't even load the attack log.
Oh God.
Yeah,
So
I had
that many times.
440, 443.
I think my headphones are about to die. There we
Yeah.
go. 448 days on this one base. He had another one, but it got cratered.
What happened to it?
I've been kicking his ass for a really, really long time.
But is it
Isn't it
because he
boring
was,
yet?
he
Hey,
had
look, he has never hit me.
You know what it probably is that he's got another base he's working on, and he just lets you beat up that one. He won't show you where the real one is.
No, he's scared. He's chicken shit.
He will not fight me. Oh, I get
I
100.
can't
oh,
believe
yeah.
he changed his name.
Oh, he's changed
Again.
it 3 different times.
Yeah.
Changing your name. Whoever does something like that.
What was it?
Fudge your bitches,
Cough-a-lockle?
some shit like that.
Flingers. Fidget digit.
Can we just say cocksucker straight up? I mean, you ought to just name a base that and just call it good.
Cocksucker straight up. Okay.
Exactly.
You've just been flattened by cocksucker straight up. Cocksucker straight up just hit your platoon.
Actually, if you give me his sector, I will log on 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, and level his ass with it. You've been leveled by 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Or better yet, you've been leveled by up yours. See, that's
How
what
many
you
people we
gotta
still
do.
got watching? I'm still green.
I had a friend who made an alt account and it was called Two Fists Wrist Deep.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's epic.
Yeah.
I actually knew a person named the account She Bangs. And then he had an alt saying all night long. And he literally put them on the map side by side, the plats where it said She Bangs all night long.
oh,
He redesigned his base.
he's
So you gotta
over.
go
Why would you bother to redesign your base if you're not going to keep base platoon in there? Why?
He trying to find the
Anti-shadow
none.
dealer.
The anti-shadow base.
Anyway, folks, I gotta run. It's been fun. Much love.
Much love and rest in peace, your friend. So.
Yeah, he'll be
I don't see no defenders in here.
peace, folks.
Why would he want
Good
to
night.
protect him? Right.
Well, I was in a nice, comfortable bubble.
Won't be.
What good is a bubble if you don't pop it? I mean,
Well, my base is like in fucking shambles here, guys.
Yeah.
so
And again, if somebody wants you bad enough, what is that going to matter?
Yeah.
There's no defenders on it. What sector
No, I
shadow in here? Let me jump.
People
Wait,
that
do you have-
want to upgrade their defenses, it's like I don't know. Name a small country. I don't know.
do you have,
Niger. That's like Niger saying that we're going to dig. We need to dig new trenches because the Americans are coming and we want to stop them. It's like, well, no, you're not going to stop them.
Oh, I should
you
use
have 2,300 or 3,300? No.
What do I got here?
No, the one right above it, the one that looks like an osprey. Just click on that.
I should use my banshees. If I knew my banshees would do it, I would use I'd use an op on it.
Go into. You know what you should do? You can do it really easy. Go into the gear store and get the Scorpion op and run it around. Because it's all floaters.
It wouldn't last too long. I'll drop my Herald real quick.
Yep.
What you do is you run 2 of them around and do damage and kill. Then you run. He's got floating rails. I didn't see the floating rail guns. Yeah. I thought he had all.
Hey,
avalanches
catching a
and
peacekeeper
flash.
land? Oh,
I don't know what he's got. I don't know what he's got in his towers. I don't know.
Oh, he has. I know what he has in his towers. All right, I'll have to get rid of them first. So, and then I'm gonna peacekeeper his base. Oh no, I gotta get rid of that. His little anti-missile bastion thing.
Mm-hmm.
That won't take but a second. Shit, did they already spot me?
His Herald. You just dropped the Herald in it.
Yeah, that's all
He's
I
got
brought.
nothing in there to hit your Herald
Yep.
at all.
Yeah, but he can't hit the floating turrets because the Herald doesn't hit.
No, he
floating
doesn't have to. He uses the Herald
hit
to
the
get
walls.
rid of the missiles and the other thing, and then use the PK.
Yep. I'll use the Herald to take care of these right here real quick. Now watch, he's gonna have like 15 fucking Hades hidden behind that goddamn command center.
Don't let YouTube know that was my whole ploy of saying use the.
I wonder why he didn't hide his missile, his bastion. That makes no
He's too
sense.
stupid.
Oh well.
He's
Okay.
probably he's more inclined to hide his thorium back there, because God forbid somebody goes after his thorium. So hard to collect.
Oh jeez.
I don't know anybody who needs to put thorium or resource storage inside their
I
protected
know.
quarters.
Mine's out there for the taking.
Come
Yeah,
on.
fucking go
You
have
can
it.
drop it. You can do it. Come on.
Hold on, it's lag.
Today would be
Give it
fucking
time.
nice, you know.
Dude, that's my event. That is my event. I sent 2 tickets. Shit would not fire, and if it did, my Titan drones, my anti-air Titan drones, would stand in front of a turret, shoot at the turret. The turret would take no damage. My Titan would go the opposite direction, and it would take no damage. And then I'd move around my Titan, then it would start shooting the turret. Then it would stop, and it would take no more damage. And then the turret would shoot the Titan drones out of the sky. That pissed me the fuck off when it takes 3 attacks to do a base that should have been cleared in 1. And it's just eating away my event time. And then my platoons didn't repair. Every time I entered the
Did you clear
the base
cache?
from the world map, yes, I cleared the cache, cycled my router, scrubbed my fucking hard drive. I used Mentadent and fucking whitening toothpaste on my CPU. I used KY jelly on my GPU because I just wanted it to be running faster. Nothing worked.
I can't drop a PK. So I can clear out these liberators.
Well, you didn't get a star yet, so and attack, re-attack.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's against your
That's what I.
that's against your better judgment.
I forgot about
Christ,
that.
you noob.
Fuck you.
And I thought I was the only noob on the panel. Maybe not.
I usually don't stop.
You're the noob with
Once I
boots.
start, I keep going. It's like the
I
power
know.
plants. I never turn the fucking things on.
I'm the only person that writes you about that every time, every event, every show. Bring it back. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Does his missile bastion come back?
Oh, I don't care if it does. If it
Okay.
does, oh, he's online. Yes.
Nice.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh yes.
There's no hiding it now.
It was worth it. It's worth it. It is
That's
so
all right. He still
worth
doesn't
it.
have any. He doesn't have any defenders in there, so it doesn't matter.
Unless he was able to shove some in there real fast.
Nah.
I'm gonna look in just a second.
Does he talk to you at all, or he doesn't say anything?
No, he'll post it. We'll see if he posts it in chat or not.
Smart. If he was smart, he wouldn't post anything. He'd go to your base and attack you.
Tell him it's being done to him live online.
Fucking perfect time for him to do it too, because I have no defenders. I got nothing. I mean, he can flat me with ease. Because he has the same units I do. So I mean, he has the Herald, he has Juggernaut. I mean, he can fuck me up right now with no problems, no loss.
I'll go flatten you. What sector are you in? You got 3. Do you have 3,000 infamy or 2,000 infamy?
2,000. Well,
you ain't fucking worth it.
This is gonna put me up there. He's got a lot.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the missile. I'm sorry about suggesting stopping because I didn't realize that. I didn't think.
Oh
the
shit!
missile
I don't
bastion
care.
Comes back.
I will drop my.
No, I know, but
I will drop my Titan, my Sandstorm. I'll
No,
go
I'm just
down with the
saying.
whole thing. I don't care if I lose it all. He's gonna get flat.
No, I was just giving bad advice. I admit that on the show. I gave him bad advice and I ribbed him and called him a noob, and I was a bigger noob than he was. So.
Those are gone.
I think they should have played a riff from a Doobie Brothers song in the audio for when you move the Herald around. And I think every time you do the cockpit voices, it should have just sounded like a bubbler going. Or played like Bow Chicka Wow Wow as a flying dildo.
Oh, if I get those, I'm gonna.
Yep.
I'm just waiting to get them all.
Well, you still have them up in the top right corner.
Oh, he's running.
Oh, he's running.
Oh, you'll still get them. You still get some. Boom, boom, boom. You got 2 of them.
Oh, that's funny. He's running them. He knows what you're going to do.
He probably.
Oh, he's got a
could-
tower back there. Oh, he had one.
Doo-doo-doo.
Still not saying nothing.
Nah.
Nope,
No.
not a word.
Nothing.
He thinks that if he doesn't speak, Shadow doesn't know he's online.
There.
Yeah.
He's still running the other ones. That's too funny.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen of the show, when our heralds get nerfed again, you can understand that it's Cyber Pussy crying to the guys saying, "I have a friend. I couldn't even defend. You gotta fix this unit. It's too strong."
All right. I guess I got to bring these guys out.
Oh.
And I'm going to bring the new air in. There. I'll put it on fist. Fuck it. I don't care.
Native song. Is he a target?
Don't exactly know where all my shit's going. But hey. What the hell?
All I do is I look up and watch the little stars go bling, bling. Like seriously, when it lags and it's shady like this, I just wait for the stars to tick over to my side. Deal with the repairs later.
Oh, they just asked if they know your tag, Shadow. Uh-oh.
Hold on. I might be able to do this.
You got this. You got this. Use the force.
All right. Fist. Leave. Enter.
Now this is where I normally get DC'd or freezes up or
Me
flash
too.
crashes.
I'm going to
And I get
try to throw
Yep.
some defenders in here. Just to give them a hard time. I mean, not like they couldn't take my base, but I want to get... Come
Just throw
on.
liberators. Just throw nothing but liberators in there. Liberators. There's
I
something you
couldn't,
can
take the, I couldn't
expend.
take the Herald, though.
No, and they'll come in with the
Doesn't
Herald.
matter. Doesn't matter. It'd still be fun. And you put them all on. You don't. Well, you got 120 of them, 130 of them.
Yeah.
Yes, you fucking dump all your.
There, I'll put
Yeah,
put
now
10. Hold on. There, that's 10 of those. And I'll put the rest liberators up. He's flat. Come on. There we go.
What
It's
was
a
your,
lag out. Everybody who jumps in my base. Oh
Yeah,
my
what-
god.
What was your map platoon? There wasn't any
Buggy.
real units, right? Yeah, okay, good. I got yelled at for killing somebody's. They had a map tune out, and I had to make way so I could get in to attack an enemy. And it was a Viper. I gave him 10 hours of repair because it was already half dead to begin with. I just got rid of it so I could move in and attack. Who uses that unit? I mean, I understand the speed issue.
Yeah,
But-
they use it to run the map.
Yeah, but he had hookers running. It's like, I don't know. Don't cry to me when you lose something like that. And if it's the only unit in there and it's half dead anyway, don't cry about losing it. It's your fault. Use a buggy, use a dog.
I can't. Hold on. I can't put all those in there. That drives me batshit.
You just hide them under the CC. You don't have to see them. They'll come out and do shit later. You're not gonna move them around. He's not going to attack you. You're not going to get attacked. You could
I'm
jump
not
out.
worried about him.
by
I
now.
don't care about him.
Well, I'm just saying you could jump out by now.
I know. I'm just rubbing it in.
Bully.
Yeah.
Do we still got people watching?
36.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yep, talking in chat. They're watching you.
They most of them were hoping to jump in and hit him themselves because he had such good infamy payout. So.
I have no missile bastion yet, so
And just so you know, YouTube has caught up, so it's not as all screwed up as it was earlier on. So.
I guess they're not going to hit me.
Nah, it doesn't seem like it. They should
Not
been
now.
there by now.
Especially not now.
They still might think it's easy.
It is. Even with those defenders, it is. I don't know. 10 Hades is an awful lot. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I will say offline attacks with Hades, I try to use the same tactic as I do with flak tanks or, Tempests. If you run the Titan drones and you run
Shadow Killer, if you're
Sandstorm
online,
drones.
speak now or get hit. Who you with?
Your mama. She's making me a sandwich.
I wish I could see outside my base, like a dual mirror.
A little they could have had a little.
Yeah.
They could have
So
had
I
a little
can, so
tiny
right when they
screen.
land at my base, I can jump.
Oh, that's why I always put outside. I put little platoons like dogs or whatever. They're attacking the dog. Once that icon disappears, I've already set up the jump. I just wait, and once the icon disappears, boom! I click jump. I'm gone.
He's got to tune out. Think he's hitting sector. Oh, this is funny.
He had one return.
All right, guys, 11:30. I gotta hit.
I'm jumping out now.
Ciao, ciao.
All right, I will catch up to you guys later.
So we get, yep.
Good night.
I did what I wanted to do. All right, let me go ahead and screen share here. Go ahead and wrap this shit up. Red's probably still listening. I wanted to say thank you. That shit was fun. Thanks for all your advice. It did put things in perspective, in a different perspective.
Mhm.
So thanks for coming on, voicing your opinion. It's highly. I took it. Yeah, I will definitely take it to heart. I want to thank all you guys for coming out. Oh shit! Wait a minute before we do that. Dutch, you got any shout outs? I'm about fucked up.
No, I think he took a nap. He was.
It's late.
Unshackled.
Yeah, it's late his time, so we'll move on. Lady Warrior, you got any shout outs?
Just hi to my peeps in 164. I love you.
All right, 64. That's where I'm going. All right, TJ, you got any shout outs?
Thank you to Cybertoad for being online.
Venom.
Nope. No, as always, shout out to the community. Shout out to you, Shadow. Our thoughts and prayers go to the fallen war commander and all those in Europe dealing with the loss. That is all.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm backtracking the chat.
No, I'm waiting to see them scan your account
Oh, they do that shit all the time.
again.
All right. All right. Cool. Hey, I know, right? Who don't know who I am? uh,
One,
if I come
one
in
I bet
second
that
31 with this,
one I bet that
Cybertoad knows who I am.
Oh no, Cybertoad is gonna report you for cheating because his turrets couldn't hit your Herald.
There.
He had his chance. He had his chance. My base was wide open. I lost nothing. I didn't think I took damage.
Has he ever like hit you back?
Nope. Well, yeah, once. Once he hit me once. We had a deal. I told him if he could flatten me, I'd leave him alone. I would never hit him again.
And
Well, we figured how that
400
happened.
days later, he's still
Yeah,
at it.
pretty much. He still. I mean, he tried. He brought 5 tunes to my base. Lost all 5, and that's all she wrote. And I've been hitting him ever since. And this is one fucked up looking base design. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know what the hell. I want to thank all you guys for coming out. Make sure you guys log on for. I think we're doing a raid run Friday. I'm pretty sure we are. I don't know. I had to talk to Daba. We'll see. If not, we will definitely have the Saturday show. It will be earlier in the day for you guys across the pond because damn, it's late. Late. Thank you all for coming out. Shit was a blast. We had a good old fucking time. We had a lot of shit to talk about. Thoughts and prayers to everybody out in Manchester, all you guys out there in England. Keep your chin up and kick their fucking asses. We're War Command Unshackled, baby. We're out, guys. See y'all this weekend. Peace.